Awe, are you ready to head upriver? I am Cursor Lucullus, and my orders are to escort you to the Legion's camp at Fortification Hill. Are you ready to go? You'll be meeting face to face with the mighty Kaiser himself, founder of the Legion, conqueror of 86 tribes. To my knowledge, this is the first time Kaiser has ever summoned one of the dissolute to see him. Not even tribal chieftains receive this honor. All who are not Legion are dissolute. They live in squalor, unrestrained by morality, lacking moderation, temper, and self-control. Even worse than profligates, the subtype of dissolute one finds on this side of the river. They hold themselves to be civilized, when in fact they are corrupt and self-interested. The truth will be made clear to them soon enough. I know not how you have this honor, but you must be remarkable for Kaiser to take notice. The trip will take a few hours. Take your place in the boat.
By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items. This order also extends to the platinum chip you carry. For now. Your belongings will be returned to you when you leave.
Awe.
Some of the slaves have been spreading stories about the Burned Man again.
So you're the visitor I've heard some of the Legionnaires talking about. If you're in the mood to trade, just say the word. I'll grab my tools. Have a look. Haven't had the pleasure. I've crossed paths with Legate Linnaeus, his second in command. However, it was unpleasant. He's the best the Legion has to offer, or so the Legionnaires say. Brute of a man, wears a fancy metal mask into battle. He killed one of my pack, Brahmin, simply because it was in his way. I knew better than to complain about it, though. Shoot. No, sir, I'm an independent trader from Arizona. Not at all. They're my best customers. As long as you don't try to sell them chems or alcohol, they'll treat you fair. Hell, I don't even need to travel with guards most of the time in Legion territory. All the bandits are dead or run off. Between having to hire protection and getting slapped with taxes, it's more profitable to stick to Arizona and New Mexico. But I do cross the river from time to time when an opportunity comes along. All right. Be seeing you around.
Our way, true to Kaiser.
I can't wait until they let me fight. See ya.
Slaves aren't much of a challenge in the arena.
You're slowing down! Pick it up! You're slowing down! Pick it up!
Hi.
I'm harsh on the
Some
children,
slaves have been spreading
but they'll be...
stories about the burned man again. True to Kaiser.
Excuse me. Later.
If you're injured, I might have healing powder to spare. I never finished my training. The Legion saw to that when they overran my town. I do know basic first aid, but I've had to rely on tribal remedies to treat illnesses and injuries. I'm always running low on Xander root. I never run out of brought flowers, though. Oh, I've been using 2 roots per flower. Thanks to you, I'll be able to create twice as much healing powder per day. A vengeful spirit, some of the most superstitious women claim. He was a great leader of the Legion before he failed Kaiser. The story says he was set on fire and thrown into the Grand Canyon, but his angry spirit rose from the ashes of his corpse, looking for revenge. Nonsense, probably. But there's no doubt that many in the Legion believe he's still alive somehow. The Legate is not a man to be crossed, especially if you're a woman. That's all I will say about it. What do you want to know? A small town in New Mexico. The Legion burned it a few years back. That's how I ended up here. 3 years and counting. If I could just get across the river, I'd be free. Not that I'd try it. I've seen what happens when you get caught. We're property. If you're too young or too old, the men usually leave you alone. Usually. All right. Okay.
Our way, true to Kaiser. Hello. Hello.
You are here to fight in the arena. Then you are talking to the right man. A great warrior. When he was a recruit, I watched him kill 10 men in the arena with his bare hands. He doesn't feel pain, and he never shows mercy. If the legionaries were like him, the Legion would not be stopped. It's not something we like to speak of. The Burn Man was our greatest warrior, even greater than the Legate. But he failed Caesar at the dam. He's been dead for several years now. But rumors say he still lives. Such as? Most of the time, it's some young legionary trying to make a name for himself, hoping to get noticed by Caesar. We pit slaves or prisoners against one another, but it's not much of a show. They're usually too reluctant to kill each other. Light armor and machetes only. The challenger may be pitted against one or more opponents. All matches continue until one side is dead. No exceptions. I train the warriors here. I also set up the fights in the arena. When a Legion soldier follows my teachings, he will learn to think like a Legion soldier. He will learn to fight like a Legion soldier. And he will learn to die like a Legion soldier. Like what? That can be arranged. You will be facing off against a couple of disobedient slaves. Not much of a challenge. Remember the rules. Light armor and machetes only. And of course, to the death. Good luck.
Hey! I'll take you down with me.
As expected. It wasn't much of a fight. But what can you expect from slaves? There's a captured NCR trooper available. Sergeant Andrews. He's already been challenged once and survived. Careful in there. He's tougher than he looks.
They hardly even know how to fight.
Come on! This is hopeless!
They hardly even know how to fight.
A good fight. Some NCR troopers can be competent fighters. I have a dangerous one for you. An NCR ranger by the name of Stella. We got lucky, since we rarely capture rangers alive. Even though she's a woman, she's killed every man that's faced her in the arena. Even one of the elite centurions, with her bare hands. Watch out for her. She's one of the deadliest fighters I've ever seen.
Over here!
Go.
They hardly even know how to fight.
You like that?
Unbelievable! You defeated Stella in combat? Sorry, but there's no one left who would be a challenge for you. You have performed admirably. A feat worthy of the Legion. Go.
I can't talk to you. It's not allowed. I help take care of the Brahmin. I sometimes bring water and food to people. That's it. I guess that's okay. If you're a friend, can you help me? Anthony took Sergeant Teddy away and gave him to the stinky dogs. I really want him back. Could you please get him for me? I kept him secret, but I think somebody told on me. Thanks. Bye.
Outsiders are a rare sight at the fort. Step carefully around here and you might just leave alive. I'm Anthony, Master of the Hounds.
Lupa? Yeah, she's the mother of a lot of our best dogs. She's getting old, but still a tough old bitch, ain't you, girl?
It took years for Kaiser to conquer Linnaeus's tribe, and Kaiser showed mercy to the survivors, allowing them to join the Legion. Had the positions been reversed, Kaiser would be dead. Linnaeus is called the Monster of the East because he never, ever shows mercy. Okay? We breed them. The most powerful breeds are from Denver. The city is overrun with them. Been doing it since I was a boy. Mongrels know to listen when I start talking to them. Okay? He's a story to frighten the younger Legionnaires. No one could ever survive a fall into the Grand Canyon. He does not live. The stupid girl should know by now that even the rags on her back are a privilege. My mongrels like their new toy. I'll make you a proposition. If you can kill 4 of my best hounds with nothing other than this machete, I'll give you the bear. These are the rules. You can't use your armor. You can't use your weapons. Just this machete. After all, it's only fair. So, you finally decided to face my hounds. This should be interesting.
You killed my hounds. And I was certain they would end your life.
Take the bear. I can't believe I lost some of my best dogs over this stupid child's toy. Ugh. Your stuff is in a crate next to the arena entrance. Leave it there too long and we'll dump it in the lake.
True to Caesar.
Hi. That's okay. I'll fix him. Can I have him now? Thank you so much. Bye.
So I finally get to meet the courier who's accomplished so much in so little time. That's why I summoned you here, right? I mean, a man nearly kills you, and your response is to track him across the breadth of the Mojave? You arrive on the strip and waltz into the Lucky 38 like someone left you a key under the doormat? You assassinate the head of the chairman in his own casino and get away with it? Then something happens to Mr. House's robot, some kind of military upgrade? When you set your mind to something, you get results. I like that. The question is, are you ready to get started? The time is fast approaching when my legion will assault the Great Dam and invade the West. Before that happens, I want Mr. House knocked out of the game. A quick 1-2 punch, with you doing the punching. I have eyes and ears everywhere. It behooves me not to invade the West blind and deaf. It hasn't been hard to track your progress. It's not as though you've been keeping a low profile. Down the hill, at the west edge of camp, is an old building. It was here when the fort was taken in 2277. Inside the building is a hatch. And inside that hatch are 2 steel doors that bear the sigil of the Lucky 38 Casino. Now that same sigil is on the platinum chip you were carrying. Isn't that interesting? Even more interesting, there's a slot about the same size as the chip on the console that opens the hatch. So you know what I think? I think the platinum chip opens those doors. Doors that can't be pried open, or drilled open, or blasted open. Because all that, I tried. I don't know, and I don't like not knowing. I know Mr. House built it. I'm thinking it's probably some kind of weapon that he can't activate from a distance. Yes, but then I'd have to kill them. You don't get it, do you? The weapons I wield are forged from blood, flesh, sinew, bone. Mortal stuff. Fragile, even. And yet my legion obeys me even unto death. Why? Because they live to serve the greater good, and they know of no alternatives. House's machines, his technologies. What do they propose? The possibility of victory without sacrifice. No blood spilled, just rivets. That's not an idea to be put in circulation. If mankind's going to survive this moment in history, it needs warriors, not gadgets. I want you to destroy whatever you find in there, and then I want you to come back here and tell me about it. So go to the building and take this fucking platinum chip with you. My legionaries will meet you there, with your weapons and equipment. Goodbye.
I suspect you'll be a valuable asset to the Legion, assuming you're really on our side, of course. Ah, yes. We are forbidden from speaking his true name. He was a shaman of some kind before he met Caesar, a holy man from out of the Utah. The Burned Man proved dangerous, unpredictable, and impossible to kill. He helped Caesar form the Legion, but almost led it to destruction. To call Linnaeus ferocious would be an understatement. In battle, he seizes the enemy in his jaws and will not let go. He thinks nothing of suffering losses, so long as the enemy suffers more. Though unsubtle, he is not dim. He detects traps and sets his own. Be glad you will not have to face his judgment. If you are true to Caesar. Wale.
It is a great honor for anyone outside of the Legion to get an audience with Caesar. He's the best warrior in the Legion. A full legionary by the time he was 12. He's never lost a battle. Had the Legate been in command during the Battle of Hoover Dam, the Legion would have won. I have no doubt about that. No, Legate Linnaeus is Caesar's second. The Legate replaced the Burned Man after the Legion's defeat at the Dam several years ago. The Burned Man was Caesar's advisor and general when the Legion was originally formed. However, he led us to a disastrous defeat at the Dam. On Caesar's orders, the Burned Man was covered in pitch by the Praetorian Guard, lit on fire, and cast into the Grand Canyon. Caesar has forbidden us from ever speaking his true name again, and so we simply refer to him as the Burned Man. It's a tradition in the Praetorians to specialize in unarmed combat, because weapons can break or jam when needed most. However, our unarmed techniques favor offense over defense. We can charge the enemy and flatten him with our first strike, before he can react. Of course, this will take some time, and I'm not a forgiving teacher.
Hello.
None may enter without Caesar's permission. Kaiser has permitted your weapons to be returned to you while you serve him. Kaiser has put a lot of trust in you.
I see you reached your destination safely. Shall we get to work? Was that meant to be a shocking revelation? Of course Caesar wants it destroyed. He's afraid of what the bunker might hold, and rightly so. But you're not going to do that. You're going to do the smart thing, and work for me. As you know, the Platinum chip upgrades my Securitron's operating software. Well, there's an army of them here. The Securitrons policing the strip are a fraction of the total number manufactured. The rest I stored here. I need you to manually upload the data from the chip to the facility's primary computer. There's a terminal at the other end of this facility. There's a complication. While I can broadcast to this screen, I can't control any of the facility's systems. That means I can't deactivate its security bots, most of which appear to be active according to the status board I'm looking at. Good. I won't hold you up any longer. work here is done. Return to the Lucky 38 so we can discuss next steps. You have a very bright future ahead of you. Thanks to your actions today, so does the rest of mankind.
You've carried out Kaiser's will, but I must confiscate your equipment again. You are free to leave.
I didn't think anyone could kill an NCR Ranger in single combat.
I'm looking forward to getting sent across the river.
I felt the ground shake a while ago. I'll take that as a sign you've got the job done. Let's press on, shall we? As I was telling you before, I want Mr. House out of the picture. You have an interest in his death, too. If he knows that you destroyed his gadgets beneath the fort, he will strike back. You know where to find him. How he dies, I leave up to you. It's called an autodoc. As the name suggests, it's an automated physician, more or less. He can treat broken bones, cuts, punctures, scrapes. Sometimes I bestow its use upon someone I favor. Makes for a powerful gift in a culture that forbids painkillers and is largely ignorant of medical science. Mark my words, you piece of shit. This is the last time you will ever refuse to perform an order I've given you. If you meant what you said, you best be on your way, and at good speed. And forget all that I could have given you. If you ever disobey me again, I will order my Praetorians to hack you to death with their machetes for my entertainment.
Hello. Hello.
Awe, are you ready to return to Cottonwood Cove? Very well.